Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back again to hit you with a video. Now, I want to thank all of you all who came out for the live stream yesterday and basically, supported your boy, listened to me, shared some ideas and everything. So, big shout out to you all for coming through the live stream. And we'll do another live stream very soon. Also, a call-in show, which I'm working on as soon as I get these microphones working together. But I don't know if a lot of you all have heard the story yet by way of Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, Memphis, Tennessee, as some people still call it. We have a pastor. Yes, and you know one thing I cannot stand more than people that mess with children and old people and people that can't help defend themselves is a dirty ass pastor. Yes, I know that's strange how I said it because you're like, how can you use dirty then ass in the pastor? Because this pastor is basically a a-hole and also a jackass for basically, allegedly, they say, but it's a lot of allegedness in this situation, if you know what I mean, stealing this 77-year-old woman identity. And guess how he done it? The old smooth way. Now, you remember some of us who was brought up in church, as myself, some of you all may know, I was not born up, I was brought up in Kojic Church of God in Christ, even though it's nothing like it used to be. And that's no shout out to people who still, how can we say, living by the original traditions that it was once founded in. But at the same time, it's not like it used to be, because like anybody could be a damn minister now. Even if they only know one damn verse out the Bible, they still can get up there and preach. So I have to ask the people that's over, these districts or not, these superintendents, and also some of these bishops, whether you're statewide or whatever, why do these pastors get away with so much crookedness? Just like this pastor right here goes by the name of, I want us to get his name right, Mr. Frederick Smith, pastor of, hold on, I had his church, I had forgot about it. Let me find a church name. Some of you all may already know it's, what is this church name? New Life Holiness Church, in Memphis, Tennessee. That's the pastor, Mr. Frederick Smith. He's the pastor of New Life Holiness Church in Memphis, Tennessee. So basically, this 77-year-old one, and I hope you all check out the video in the link below, so you all can go check it out and get more of the story and stuff as they break it down. But at the same time, this 77-year-old woman came to this church. She only been a member there for a few months, and you got to ask yourself, how many women that go to church and within a few months they move up in the ranks, like, because it's ranks, it's seniority. Let's not get it twisted. We know that the church is a hierarchy, it's a pecking order also. You try to go in there and go straight to the pulpit if you want to, unless you already a minister somewhere else. And even if you are, you better not stay too long, because some of these church act very funny. So for her to go to a church just for a couple months and then the pastor approach her personally and ask her, ma'am, mother, they always say mother, like you they son and daughter and stuff, would you like to join the motherboard? And these older people, they take that as an honor, because some of them take religion very seriously, like some of the younger people. But the older ones, they take it more seriously, because in any day and time, not to be funny, because every time I say that I always be funny, but they know any day and time you could be sliding on up in your house slippers on up to see Jesus. You feel what I'm saying? You just may get that call early in the morning before the roosters get their call to wake up and cock-a-doodle-doo, whatever the hell they do. But anyway, so he takes advantage of this woman and basically tell her it's a registration fee and I need all your information. Now, who in the hell done ever been to somebody's church and they done heard a pastor tell them, for you to be on the usher board, the deacon board, usher board 1, 2, or deacon board 1 and 2. I don't understand how some of them got 3 and 4. Like, damn, I guess they just switch up sometimes. That's why you always see them switching seats like they in a baseball game or something in the bottom of the ninth. Now, how many people have ever heard a pastor or anybody in church asking someone for their personal information? Usually they just want your name and your phone number. They don't need your social security number. They don't need to know your credit score, because if anybody asks you for your social security number, I don't care who it is, you better be very aware. Just like people call and ask you for your personal information. So why would this pastor want this woman personal information? Oh, just to open up a damn bank account. And this woman, you ought to see the video. She said, I never even been inside of Bank of America. I never even had a checking account. When them older people say that, they're telling the truth, because that's how they say it. That's how pretty much, for people who come around under elders and stuff, because that's how my grandmas and grandfathers and them talk to older people, aunties and uncles, whoever. Some of you all, you can tell when they be actually speaking matter of fact, like, no, I did not do that, So we can pretty much tell that this woman is telling the truth. And I hate that this really happened to this woman, because this sounds like, she looks like and sounds like somebody who's very sincere about serving the Most High. And it's good that we still have people that takes church seriously, and also take being on the usher board, I mean the motherboard in this case, very seriously. You know the motherboard, that's for the older women. You see them in all white, they sit in the front. They don't sit nowhere else. And you sit in one of their seats, you're going to have hell. You'd rather sit in the pastor chair or the pulpit instead of sitting in the mother's seat, because they're going to raise some damn hell. They didn't get their sons and everybody after you. I'm going to read a snippet from this story and I'm going to give my opinion. Yes, I am. Surely, as we go. Arrested pastor skips court appearance because they arrested him, and they arrested him and his wife because she admitted to everything. I mean, they always gonna go get the woman first. They gonna get her to admit to everything. The man, he just got to deal with it. But all this is due to the fact of trying to live high off the hog. And if you don't know what living high off the hog is, I cannot help you with that. But anyway, I'm not talking about your blood pressure. I'm not talking about the calories, the salt, or whatever in the hog. No, I'm talking about living above your means. We see some of these people sometimes when we wonder how in the hell can they drive these expensive cars, these Porsches, these Lexuses, these BMWs, and 2-3 story mansions. Their children got 2 cars of them on. The wife got 4-5 cars. Pastor, how in the hell? And you ain't got no business, no outside business. How are you affording this? So what they do at the end of the month, when it's time to pay them bills, they got to find ways to cover them expenses they done been spending up. So what someone would do who is not right, because if you was a man of God, you wouldn't be stealing any damn way. It wouldn't even cross your mind. You feel me? And if it did, you wouldn't act upon it. You feel me? Because you're still being tried and tested. So when we see people like that, we got to take in consideration some of these people not living as what they project to the world. Some of these people are very struggling behind these closed doors, these gated communities and stuff. You would imagine some of the pressure some of these people go through. Why you ever heard of the term people like work on Wall Street, they jumping out of buildings and stuff, or people getting good jobs and stuff, having careers, and they lose them, then they go commit suicide, because a lot of them just can't take living without what they already have. And if you like that, I mean, you got to question yourself. Also, a Memphis pastor who is being accused of stealing nearly $50,000 from a 77-year-old woman failed to show up for his court appearance Thursday. And guess why? Let me back to that point. Let me backtrack a little bit. Because he was on Facebook preaching. I mean, it's funny and strange at the same time. When it's getting time to go to jail, that's when they start wanting to preach against hell. And it's also very sad that he would sit up there telling a bold-faced lie, knowing damn well your ass supposed to be in damn court at 9, or especially felony court at 9 o'clock. So I don't know what the hell he was trying to prove by being on Facebook preaching. And them damn judges don't give a damn about you preaching on Facebook, because you done crossed over. You feel me? Jesus can no longer protect you now. The Most High can no longer protect you. You think you want to go steal something from somebody, an old lady, no matter if it's a young person, stealing is stealing. But it's even worse when it's somebody that came to you. You know what I'm saying? Basically, humbleness out of respect, and then you offer them a so-called position, and then you take advantage of that person to tricking her. So it's just one lie after another one. Now, instead of this guy being up in court facing the firing squad, if you will, he's on Facebook basically preaching. And we know people that's like that, just hypocrites. They say one thing and do something else. I mean, you have to watch out for people like that, these double-minded people. You don't know which way they're going left or they're going right. You know what I'm saying? How you doing this shit all damn day. Instead, Frederick Smith went live on Facebook. They love going live on Facebook. Y'all better stay y'all ass off of Facebook. And preached at the same time he was set to be in court. How can you go preach? How can you preach this? I know there's an old saying. They say, when the word of God is on your heart, and if it moves you, you're supposed to react on it. But I'm sure they also say, have your ass up in court this damn day, or else. Smith posted on his personal Facebook page around noon Thursday saying it was time for the 12 o'clock noon prayer at the church. And what he should have said was this right here. Even though I'm supposed to be in court today, even though I done signed up here and allegedly, got to say allegedly because I don't want him trying to sue my ass even though he can't. He should have said that it's 12 o'clock noon time, not even the laws 12:50. One time, Rick Ross, the CEO, the rapper Rick Ross, not the drug dealer Rick Ross, not even none of them can stop me from coming here telling y'all about the goodness of God. Let me tell you something. God will fulfill all your needs. Now, if he would have started off like that, somebody should have raised their hand like, sir, if he would have fulfilled all our needs, why did you steal from Mother Williams? If he would have fulfilled all your needs, it's like he fulfilled your needs and you just got greeted like a damn pig. You just kept wanting to lay in the dirt instead of just appreciating the blessings you already have. Somebody should have asked them that, because they always say God fulfill all your needs, and which he will. I'm not saying that he won't, because we don't blaspheme against the word over here. You can do that all you want to. I don't play like that. But anyway, so if you believe that and you preach that to other people, Why are you not living that? Why are you not acting accordingly, as they say in church? Because they'll tell you one thing and expect you to do something else. That's why I told you all, what's that, the day before yesterday, I think it was, on one of these videos, and a lot of people don't understand it. I said, you have some good shepherd. That's why you think you had the TV show The Good Shepherd. But look, all that twisted stuff was going on inside of that TV show The Good Shepherd. I'm trying to think who was the actor in there, but maybe some of you all can tell me in the comment section. But at the same time, like I tell people, you have good shepherds, you have bad shepherds, but the goal of a shepherd is to lead the sheep. The sheep to what? To the slaughter. Yes, yes, yes. They don't just lead the sheep around just grazing over the plains, the prairies all day long, let them get all fluff with fur and all that stuff and get big as a cow. No, they let them get good and plump and juicy. You know what I'm saying? Like and then they can just take them right to the slaughter, get all that fur, all shear them, and then kill them. I mean, have you not heard of people eating sheep before? Have you not heard of anything like that? So that's the goal of a damn shepherd. So be careful of the shepherds that you are listening to, for those who understand. And now the pastor wasn't done. Smith said on Facebook at 2 p.m. that he will be going live again, like the hell with going to court. Catch me if you can. On Facebook later to make an announcement. And what he should have said is, look, he should have got up there and did that Jimmy Swagger famous impersonation from I think that was 1990 and 1989, when he got up there and cried and said, oh, children, oh, I have sinned, when he got caught with that damn prostitute. And not the first time, twice. He got up there on live camera crying in front of these people. I don't know if that was Baton Rouge. I think it was Baton Rouge, on live TV, crying. People forgave him, welcomed him back. We thought he cleaned his act up. Guess what? I think about a year later, 6 months later, maybe 2 years later, he got caught again with a different damn prostitute. Like, damn, Jimmy, you out there just letting it hang, ain't it? Now, he says, the pastor, Frederick Smith, says, join me live tonight at 6 p.m. Sound like he's a YouTuber putting his damn live stream on a scheduled event. Smith said in the post, I have something I must do. You must take your ass to court before these people must come get your ass, because they got something they got to do too. Lock your ass up. Smith again denied the allegations against him and his wife when asked by the news station. How can you deny it? Like Mary J. Blige said, when a child look just like you, got the same hair, the same color, the same eyes and everything. If the shoe fit, wear it. That mean one thing. If the baby look like you and it's 100% look like you, most likely it's yours. So by him saying that he denied the allegation, then why did your wife admit to the allegations? And why is the paper trail leading all the way back to you? Do you think this woman, 77 years old, is going to go open up a bank account, which I'm sure she already has a bank account, because she looked like a nice, intelligent sister, a nice, intelligent lady, if you know what I mean. So it's very far-fetched to believe that this woman would go open up a bank account, you know, withdraw all this money, up to $19-some thousand on charges, and you have to pay this stuff back. Like people that be getting these American Express cards, why do you think it's easier to get a damn Discover card than it is American Express and a Visa? You know, because American Express is a little bit different. You can charge all the shit you want, and people think when they got credit cards, it's free cash. No, it's not. You got to pay that money back. You got to pay it back. Now, the news station obtained a Capital One credit card statement showing a check written to Williams. Lord have mercy. The check was written from an account in the name of Jerry Smith, Frederick Smith's wife. Done got his wife tied up in all that shit. You feel me? And I'm gonna be like this. Number one, if you a preacher, you shouldn't be out here committing no crimes anyway. And number two, if you're gonna do something, do it by yourself or do it with somebody out there in the streets. Why drag your wife in this? You feel me? That go to show you how much you care about your wife. I guess he said, hell, you living and you benefiting off of this house and these cars too, so you got to be my fall partner. For those who don't know what fall partner mean, I ain't talking about you falling, they gonna fall down with you and that's your partner. No, that's somebody that's committing a crime with you. So if you get caught, guess what? Both of y'all ass taking a fall. Both of you going down, because guess what? You're partners. It also listed the pastor's address. Whoa. I mean, they coming right to your door. Only thing they got to do, they ain't got to do no Google search. They ain't got to check all over Facebook, see where you at. Oh, this bastard done left his damn address. They over at your house 10 minutes later. However, Smith declined to comment over the phone regarding the statement. Frederick Smith, 49 years old, and I could have sworn this pastor was 59, maybe 65 years old, was arrested in connection with the alleged scam he and his wife committed against Clevie Williams. Po Miss Williams. Now, Jerry Smith was arrested Thursday morning at 10:54. They did not waste no time. As soon as they got through with their lunch, their breakfast and their meeting, and some of them ordered their coffee and donuts, They hit our house up and then dropped off at the jail. Then went back to Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, wherever the hell donut shop y'all got in y'all town. Now a warrant for Jerry Smith shows the same charges as her husband, the pastor. Yes, Frederick Smith. Williams told a news station she was only a member of the New Life Holiness Church for a few months. Now, who goes to anybody's church? And for my church people now, because my people out here in the streets, that's just like if you go to a different city and somebody asks you, you want to be in this gang? No, people got to get to know you first. Nobody ain't going to just see you around for a few months and you're going to just come sit with the mothers. Now, the mothers say you can come sit up here. You maybe have to sit behind them because those seats are already reserved. You better not be caught up there in your regular clothes unless it's just a casual day and you ain't got that white hat on and them big ass white hats. You know them white hats you can't even see over. That white dress on and everything. You better not be sitting up there. You better sit behind them. But anyway, now, she was only a member for a few months. So he took this as a chance to trick this woman, to rob this woman, basically rob her, blindly. She said one decision, which she originally thought was an honor, ruined her credit and put her in significant debt. Williams said Frederick Smith asked her to be on the motherboard, yes, the motherboard, of the church, which she initially took as an honor. You feel me? That's the old lady gang right there, not the real one, not the one in ATL with Mama Joyce number. We talking about the old lady gang in the church. You better not mess with them mamas in the church. You're going to have everybody on your ass. Williams said Frederick Smith asked her to be on the motherboard of the church, which she initially took as an honor. Shortly after that exchange, Williams said Frederick Smith stole her identity and opened up credit cards in her name that he used. Like, damn, he just don't have no cut. You feel me? But like I said, you get these expenses. You used to live in a certain way. That's why certain people that sell drugs and stuff or drug dealers, you wonder why they can't stop and get caught because some of them can't get out. But those just get used to that lifestyle. They're used to that money constantly coming in. And it becomes a drug. Money can be a drug. Anything can be a drug. Just like that old song, too much of anything, what? Makes you an addict. Williams said that the pastor failed in his promise to pay off the nearly $50,000 in charges he allegedly made without her consent. So they already agreed because it's been happened. But she gave them a chance. Show you she was still good. They didn't come out blasting Frederick Smith and his wife. Her family didn't. But they waited and waited and waited. And finally they just had enough. He wasn't paying. They paid on a little bit. They stopped paying. They contacted the news station, which they should have did from the jump. Because let me tell you something. If you tell somebody, look, I know you may don't have $50,000, but you cost me $50,000. So what we'll do, you can pay this amount of money over time. And if you see they ain't paying it, either make them pay it all up front or go straight to the authorities, because either way it go, you done lost that money right there, but at least they can catch some smoke behind that. Now, I was almost speechless, she said. I could not think of anything to do, Williams said. I said, what is this? I never in my lifetime had a card or anything from Bank America. Never. She was basically mortified. She was appalled. Even worse than that, flabbergasted. I have never been inside one of the banks. Her family gave the news station the last statement from Bank America dated April 2015. It's 2018. So this been going on. Gave this man years. Yes, years to pay this money back. And his ass did not pay this money back. But you can still roll around them nice cars and stuff. Have arguments with Thaddeus Matthews, and you all got to look into that allegation with him and the cussing pastor Thaddeus Matthews from years ago. I can't say that because it's real scandalous. But anyway, so this man been involved in scandals for the longest and also has a criminal record, and I'm not knocking a pastor for having a criminal record because we all make mistakes. Some of us get caught, some of us don't. And if you say, well, I ain't got one, but I'm sure you done something wrong in your life. But at the same time, people can change. People can change. You know what I'm saying? The Bible is built on that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take people already that was living right and change them. No, he took the people that was doing something wrong and changed them and made them over. So I understand people gonna have a past, but at the same time, your past is supposed to be your past. You don't supposed to continue to do the same things you once was if you was born and you a new creature in the Word of God. The amount due was more than $19,000, nearly $9,000 in charges made in about 10 days. This man went out on a damn shopping spree, buying nothing but them damn Steve Harvey suits. I just could not function. I was hurt, said Williams. I was more or less angry, and I just didn't know what else to do. Williams filed a police report in May 2015 and identified Frederick Smith as a suspect, but she later declined to press charges after he agreed to pay the Bank of America bills the next month. So basically, the woman and the husband agreed to pay it back, but she gave him enough time. They didn't want to pay the money back, so here they go. You have to go file a police report against him. Now, however, Williams said that he never did pay her the money. Frederick Smith denied the allegation, saying the money he spent was for church expenses and was approved by Williams. That's not her church. See what I'm saying? It's one lie after another one. Because who in the hell gonna go to a 77-year-old woman, excuse me, and tell her to open up an account and then use that account for the church? Then what are you doing with the church money? Where's the building funds at? Where are all these collection plates, these offerings, love offerings and stuff that you've been getting? So how can you sit up here and say that these were for church expenses? So that means it should be my church then, and I should reap all the rewards. If I'm paying that much, you let me know what you all think about that. He said he never stole Williams' personal information to open any credit card. He said, so she basically just gave it to you then on her own free will, like, take my credit, do whatever you want to do with it. You can mess it up, you can stomp on it, you can poo-poo on it, whatever. Just take me, just take it, it's yours. I'm sure she did not say that. Williams opened the card and gave it to him to use for the church expenses. Basically, that's what he said. Frederick Smith is being charged with identity theft, theft of property between $10,000 and $60,000, and forgery between $10,000 and $60,000. And this is not his first thefts that he done got charged with. Let me know what you all think about this story, because this goes to show you the nature of people these days. I mean, you can't even go to church and be safe. Usually, when we was younger, you can go to school and be safe. That's out the clear blue now due to all these school shootings and fightings and stabbings and stuff. But usually, if the school failed, you know, next resort was church. We go to church, kind of like a sanctuary. People was, you know, they had things going on, you know, when we was children, some things we didn't know about, we didn't need to know about. But at the same time, it was a little bit better. And now, look what done happened to these churches. You have pastors sleeping with members in the congregation. Just like the story from Lake Charles, Louisiana, where a pastor was sleeping with a guy, wife, got the woman pregnant because he was minister to them. That's why you got to be careful who counsel you also, because they may just be counseling something else. You know, allegedly counseling this person, and then get the woman pregnant. The guy comes in church to confront him. He shoots the guy dead right there in church in front of everybody while he was walking down the aisle to confront the pastor. Now, you can't tell me that the devil is very busy for those who believe in that, but it's just good and evil. Let me know what you all think and what you all think Miss Williams should have been there in this situation. Number one, you shouldn't even waited that long, because if he's already stealing, he ain't got the money to cover what he already trying to take from. That's just like if somebody come ask you for $10,000, but they don't even make $10,000, don't have no way of getting $10,000. How can you get your $10,000 back? That's what I want to know. Anyway, if you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely share the video with your shady ass church members, family, and friends, and see what they think about it also. And once again, I'm not saying all pastors are bad. It's just, to me, 90% of them are bad. You got 10% out here really love the people and have a heart of gold. You feel me? And to them, I salute them. And to these crooked, no good ninjas, and a ninja could be anybody of any color, so don't take that the wrong way. The hell with them also, because they're going to get theirs the worst if they don't know. Preachers will get hit the worst. Anyway, y'all stay blessed, stay safe, stay woke, because trust me, it's a lot of trickery going on. I'm out.